Hi everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Today we are back with another Dream Island tour, and this one is a multi-themed island. There's lots of different aesthetics, from natural to structured to European. Just so many great little bits of inspiration in this one, and a lot of color, which I feel like we don't see a lot. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, let's check out the island map. Let's see what's going on here. I do see a lot of color already. It is like a bright summery island, and there are two resident reps on this island, and then we have a really cute little mix of colorful villagers. And I mean, there's a lot of really cute ones on here. I love apples so much. Sherb is another great one, and Tangy is just a personal fave of mine, and you know what, Carmen is too. So lots of cuties. I can't wait to see them running around the island. The dream address is on the screen, as well as the creator's socials, which I will also have in the description. But this map looks really fun. It looks like there's a bit of like some natural terraforming going on, and then just some more kind of structured areas. So I can't wait to get into it, and let's see what's going on here at the entrance. Okay, so right off the bat, there's a lot of movement going on. I saw those kind of like bubbles blowing in the wind, and lots of mixing of codes. I think that helps a lot if you just want a little bit more texture on your island. And I really like that they started off with this nice little waterway, this little bridge. I always say in my videos, I think it's great to start off with some sort of bridge or incline or even a house at your entrance, just to add a little bit of kind of interest as soon as you enter on this island. So loving this already. I don't even know which way I should go first, but I think let's just go over the bridge and kind of take it from there. So this kind of takes us to this little kind of island, and there's the gazebo on here. I could see resident services in the background, and I really do like this kind of like island setup with the two bridges on each side. I think it's really fun, and I love how much they're playing with tons of color on this island, which I think is actually a really hard thing to do, and it's coming together really nicely. I also see a resident rep house over here. Maybe we should check that out also. But let's kind of like loop our way around here first, and then we'll go in there. So there's this really nice kind of like grassy dirt path, and then this mixture of a more brick path coming through over here as well. Tons of color. I know I've said that before, but just look at all the colors of flowers. I think they're doing a really nice job of making them really like work harmoniously together, and their terraforming is really helping a lot here. I do really like that they're playing with items that I feel like a lot of us kind of gloss over, or maybe just wouldn't seem like the most aesthetic like pairing of items, but it works together really nicely, and it gives this island a lot of charm. I just really admire that they're not afraid to play with some colors and some like less used items. Like, I don't even know what this little table is over here with the cookies on it, but it somehow just works really nicely. It has a very whimsical feel. Definitely has a little bit of like fairy core elements to this island, in my opinion. But I mean, look at this. There's even the shell arch on the beach. I have not seen the shell arch used in so long, and look at how it's so seamlessly kind of transferring us over to a totally different vibe. This is all blue over here by Sherb's house, and I mean, this is just one of the cutest little setups for Sherb I've ever seen. Like, I love when there's a totally like monochromatic area. Using all of the blue here and even the different shades of blue just work so nicely. It just gives it a really nice cohesive feel, and I just think that this is really playful and fun for Sherb, so I'm sure he really loves his life here on this island. It even extends all the way over here, so he could have a little private like movie watching area on the beach. Who wouldn't want to have like a fun hangout, chill with Sherb on the beach here? This is so cute. I feel like I almost would have missed that little beach area if I didn't see that shell arch. So I really like that they used the shell arch there to kind of bring some like visual interest to that area and remind you to just walk along the beach. I will go in the resident rep house when we make our way back, but I just want to kind of finish this left side of the island first. So I noticed they're using another path over here, and it's on both sides of this little canal area, and I think it looks really nice. It adds a little bit of a bright like white pop to this island, and they have it on the other side as well. Look at this double bridge moment with the medieval walls. It really looks so good. It makes you feel really immersed. I think that's a really nice thing about those walls, is that it really does make you feel like you're walking within a city. I think the height that they give is just really great. Even using this Christmas tree item, like, what? I just feel like it's the most random items working so nicely together. And I really love this playfulness. It's so just different and exciting to see from, I think, what we're used to or what we usually see. So I always love to tour islands like this that are just a little bit different from the usual. But look at how beautiful this setup is. I have to kind of open up the camera because I really like seeing that little water fountain in the back. And I like just how this almost has like a Christmas in July feeling to it with all of the Christmas items and the wreaths. This is really just a fun little idea for a summer island. And then coming down here on the beach, there's even an extension to this little, looks like a jewelry shop, and I see Abel's back there, so I could definitely see this being an extension of Abel's. All the pearls on the floor, just so many great items being used here that I would never once again think about using. So I am just really admiring how playful they are with their designs. I even see a little something on the rocks over here, and it looks like some of the wedding items are being used. And I mean, this is really regal. Imagine just kind of having a wedding out over here. This is so extra, and I just love it. I think it's so freaking cute. The champagne glass, I love that item. It's so fun, but really just loving how that came together. So over here is Abel's Sisters. We kind of got a peek at it before, but again, I'm getting that Christmassy in July feeling. It's a really fun use of these Christmas items, even on a summer island. Let's see if we kind of come up here. I wanted to check out this little cafe. I see that there's a sign up here, and then they have such a cute little cafe setup. Little bits on the table here, like the pie, and then some of those little coffees. I just think that this is such a cute little cafe right by the water. This is definitely a very fancy cafe in my opinion. Who wouldn't want to be sitting there and eating out there? And then over here, another kind of I was going to say bakery, but this is like a little ice cream shop. So definitely lots of little shops throughout here. And they even made use of their cliff top areas. So we have this little rooftop library, which is such a fun idea. I haven't seen anyone make an outdoor library in a while, and I'm really glad to see that because one of my first builds ever was this little outdoor library, and it was one of my favorites. I was so proud of it. So I don't know, it just kind of brought me back to some of the good old Animal Crossing days when the game first came out. I do want to check out the inside of this house. Let's see if there's anything in here before we continue too far to the left of the island. Okay, so inside of this first house, look how cozy this is. This is definitely maybe the main character's house. Again, I'm getting this Christmassy feeling. So it must be this like I said, Christmas in July theme that they have on this side of their island. Look at all the villager photos. I've never gotten a villager photo. I feel like I just never become good enough friends with my villagers. So I'm a little tiny bit jealous, just a little, but it's such a fun little layout. I'm always thinking it's really hard to lay out this main room space. So I like that they made this middle part just kind of like a seating area and worked everything around there. So this room over here to the left is such a playful little kind of bathroom area. I see a lot of the little kind of stuffed animals, the rubber duck, and then I love that the bath has all of the steam coming out of it. That's one of my favorite touches of kind of doing these indoor spaces, when you can turn on the shower or add a little bit of this sparkle to your interiors. I think it's so cute, and again, a really nice layout for these little interiors here. Okay, I think that this bedroom is actually almost a bedroom of my dreams. I love the color going on in here. The yellow and the green is such a great combination. I'm actually obsessed with this. I feel like I need a room like this in my house where it's just super colorful. I love everything about this. Even the fun little mirror, it just really completes the aesthetic. How playful and fun are all of these designs? I just need to know what you guys think in the comments because this is just giving me a lot of joy. I feel like this island just is so happy. So our room over to the right here is the kitchen, and this one is just reminds me of like back in the 90s, if any of you guys are as old as me, kind of growing up. This is similar to that like cozy aesthetic that a lot of our parents had. I really love this. Even the little stained glass kind of chandelier or light fixture at the top there almost reminds me of my grandma's house growing up. This is so cute. I love all the different kind of fabrics and patterns that they're using. Even the fun artwork, the birthday sign, adorable. Just so good. Okay, this is a fancy upstairs area. This looks like maybe an office. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Again, how in the world do they have all of these villager photos? That is some serious talent, unless they got them all to Treasure Island, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they really got all of these villager photos. That is just actually insanity. Like, how? I don't talk to enough villagers. All the trophies, whoa. Okay, I'm definitely getting office vibes from in here, but this is really fun. And the snowy wall really completes that little kind of Christmas feel. And then downstairs, it looks like there's a little cafe here. Super cute little aesthetic. I love the little bar area and then the fluffy pancakes. So good. Wow, I'm getting so hungry now. All the gyroids on the wall too, and even the Brewster gyroid. It's so freaking cute. So it looks like a place you could get some pancakes. It almost has a very like homey cottage kitchen feel, which is just so inviting. I love this so much. All right, so we're back on the main island. I'm going to continue over to the left where we kind of left off, and we're going to continue from there, maybe head to the back left side of the island and just really finish exploring on that side. So I do remember that there was this little, oops, I got stuck over here. There's this little staircase right behind this library area, and up here there's an entire little like plant shop. I love that they're really making use of these kind of higher levels or these smaller like cliff areas that usually we could just kind of block off with trees, but they're really putting so much love and thought into all of these areas, which is really just coming through all throughout the island. I'm going to go behind this little archway now. I also love this little white pathing. It's so good. So back here, there's this little kind of, I guess, back alleyway area. You can just run through here and it maybe just kind of connects to some other areas on the island. I wonder how we get up this area. I wonder if we should do that before we go back too much farther because I don't want to miss this. So I see this little vine and I'm going to wrap through here. This was that second level where we saw those double bridges, and this gives us a really nice view of everything behind. Like, look at those double inclines back there. I'm really excited to see that part of the island where Zucker is. It looks a little more structured than maybe some of these areas in the front, but this is just so well done. I love when people can really seamlessly like transfer us from a natural area to a totally different theme or a structured area. It's actually super hard to do, so I love how effortless they make that feel. So coming up here, we're greeted by Zucker, and there's this fun little outdoor cafe area, lots of these bistro tables, and then over here we have a really cute little filler space where it just breaks up the path really nicely. I always recommend doing something like this if you have a lot of pathway or a long walkway. I think either adding a centerpiece of sorts or breaking it up with some of these natural items really helps a ton. And there's even some cute little like music areas. I think one of the gyroids is just putting on a concert, which is adorable. And then as you come through back here, there's this whole little kind of natural pathway. I'm also seeing a lot of stuff on the beach, like little kind of stalls and areas all throughout there. I don't know if this connects to anything. This might just be like a little walkway area, but cute that we can like kind of see some of that. I guess we could, nope, we can't go down there. We could go farther down on the beach if we have time, but I want to continue just going through the main parts of the island, and we'll see if we wrap over to the beach later. So over here, like, look at how seamlessly this aesthetic just changed to this really like Japanese Zen garden feel. I actually love that they're mixing so many different aesthetics and themes. Like, this view right here is just stunning to me. I love seeing these inclines in the distance, the house on the lower level. Even look at that beautiful like pathway on the lower level by that like house with the yellow roof. I need to go see that once we get over there, but really just loving how fun and colorful everything is. And then up here we have another house, and look again with these fun little like tile pathways. They're really just making every villager's house feel so unique and so just different and fun, and I don't know, I love how creative they're getting with their designs. And then this actually leads over to their museum, which was a really nice kind of transition over here. I think that the museum, I always say this, is really hard to decorate, but they've done a really good job with it. And it even looks like there's a circus area on this island. Oh my gosh. This is one of those islands that you come to and you're like, how? Like, how is it so big? How did you mix so many different themes and areas onto your island? I genuinely will never understand. Okay, so this area right here, I saw one of their photos and I was like, I need to tour your island because how pretty is this? I love this view right here. I love the boats in the background. I just think that this like little streetway below with the car is so good. And we're now in this more like nautical feel of the island. It almost feels like a really like bustling just beach town. And it makes a lot of sense because it's at the back of their island, right by the ocean. We have even a little spot here for some of these yachts. We have some trucks passing, makes it feel really lively to add in these cars and things like that. But just all throughout, this is such a fun, like little look and feel for an area on your island. I've been really loving these like beachy themed islands lately. So I am definitely not mad about this area over here for sure. If we come over back here, I see that there's this little like hidden pathway, and we can actually check out the beaches first. I know we saw these from afar. So since we were able to get over here, there's a little almost like Thanksgiving looking stand. It's like they have every holiday on this island. And then this leads over like farther back to this more like beachy seafood restaurant. Really works with that like blue and white color palette. I don't think for some reason I can get much farther here. Maybe if I jump on the stool, there we go. But lots of cute little items here. Again, really matching those colors all throughout just helps really tie everything together. So love, love, love. Just really feeling inspired by their use of items and colors. And if we come up here, this was that like little circusy area that we saw from afar, and what a great use of these Nook Miles items. Like, I love a good carnival. I love a circus, all of that. So this is just so fun. And it's such a like cute use of this like back cliff area that they had. I really like it. I feel like there's so many activities here for the villagers. So they really, like I said, are living their absolute best lives on this island. So I'm debating if I should go over farther here if this kind of continues here. I guess let's continue this way and then we'll make our way back up into the middle of the island. So back behind here, we have their actual secret beach. And I love that they've really made it larger with this boardwalk over here. So it's fully almost feels like a little like outdoor camping area. Everyone can just kind of hang out here, have a barbecue. Some kids can play on the sand with the sand castle. Mom can lay out. Love it. Just so freaking charming all throughout here. Is there anything back this way that we should see? Ooh, they even gave their rep house this whole little garden area in the back. How did they find all these codes? I will do my absolute best to get as many codes as I can in the description, but there is a lot of codes on this island, so I don't know if I will find them all, but I will try. I always search my hardest to find as many codes as possible. And it looks like we have another rep house over here, so we may as well just go in before we continue the rest of the tour. Okay, so totally different vibe for this villager's house. Definitely has a kind of like hotel lobby, library feel throughout here. Almost even feels like the museum a bit because we have that little Brewster sign, but definitely a moody little setup. I really like this. I feel like I've been to a hotel exactly like this before. So I'm kind of enjoying this. I don't think, can we get back here? Is this room blocked off? Okay, it is. I was wondering if that was like just some sneaky little alleyway or like walkway hallway area, but let's go to the room to the left. So over to the left here, this is probably if you stayed at this hotel where you'd have some breakfast, and really just matches the aesthetic that we saw in the first room. So many cute little pastries in here. I would love to have breakfast here. I would feel like absolute royalty. And then the room over to the right, this looks to be like maybe a kind of like shop area, even maybe a place to kind of sit and do some work, because we have that little writing area, and then lots of cute little lounge spaces. I love this aesthetic so much. This is just giving me some like nice dark academia vibes. So we've really got every theme covered on this island. So upstairs here is probably the like master suite area. This is such a nice room. Again, I can't say it enough. The theming throughout this whole kind of interior is just really, really good. I think that furniture, why can I not remember the name of it right now? It obviously works really well with this kind of elegant dark academia feel. And I'm gonna open up the camera so we can see what that little bathroom area looks like, because kind of hard to get a good view sometimes of these interior areas, but really just so cute. Look how they brought that tile in too. They've really thought of everything, even down to what's on top of this like antique dresser. I am just in love with all of the details here. This is definitely one of the most detailed islands I've seen. Even that window custom design, so beautiful. Down in the basement here is definitely a big kind of event hall. You can host a big Thanksgiving dinner here, or just a big kind of dinner in general. So fancy, literally fit for like a queen. I really love this. The chandeliers on the top too really just pull everything together so beautifully. We've got a lot of the holidays in here also. I mean, those holiday candles work really well no matter what season you're in, and that like autumn tree. So I think that this is giving more of a Thanksgiving vibe, but really love it. All right, so we are back on the island. That was the second resident rep house. So I think I'm gonna just continue to the right. I see this little like natural ramp over here, and we have a more little natural area of the island. Lots of trees over here, lots of lily of the valley. So we know that they're a 5-star island, of course. And then this really cute tiny bridge. There's nothing I love more than a tiny bridge. How cute. And you can even go up to this other level here. I like that they're using some of those like kind of ladders on the cliffs. Really just fun to get some different views of the island. And they even have that little tourist telescope where you can look out, and I'll open up the camera, but I see that there's like a little yacht on that back rock over there, which just is really fun. I can't get over how massive this island feels. It just is absolutely huge. And even a cute little picnic area, just so many fun little spots. I think if you're looking for like fun ideas, fun spots on your island, this one definitely has a ton of inspiration, so many good just design ideas or design starting points. So I think that this is one of those islands that if you're ever feeling stuck or need an idea for a space, you can definitely find a ton of ideas on this one. We even have a little cute park over here, and I love this more natural feel of the island. I think it like just makes everything feel super cozy over in this area. I'm gonna come up this little incline over here and check out this house. So this house is filled with oranges. We have that really nice tile that works nicely with the orange and reds from that tile and all of the orange trees. And then we even have a ton of the bunny day items, lots of the bunnies throughout here. But I'm gonna get out of the frame because how cute is this? I really just love these two houses together. I love how all of this just looks and feels. I feel like there would be just so many cute little like villager parties over here. And then I somehow ended up in their little like shared back patio. How cute would that be if you lived like next door to a best friend and you guys had a little shared back patio over here where you could have some dinner parties and hang out. That's so beyond cute. I can't deal with how cute this island is. So Let's see, let's go down back to this. I also just noticed how good this color palette is of these two green chairs and then that green little like small covered table. I really like that. I want to steal that idea. So, okay, let's get back over here. Let's see. I want to just make sure we couldn't go any farther to the right. I don't think we can go. Oh, we could go farther to the right. I'm wrong. So this makes sense because we're in this more like natural part of the island. We're now in this little like farmy area behind resident services. So whoever this villager is, they have their own farm. I love this setup for a farm. It's so much more interesting when you kind of break up the path with some of those wood steps or just don't have like a full block of crops. So I like this a lot. I love that they have even like the little items mixed in throughout here. This is such a beautiful farm. Definitely one of my favorites, I think, that I've seen of a little farm setup. And over here, campsite area connected to, I saw this before too, if I could get myself unstuck here. I have a feeling this is Apple's house because how precious is this? There's apples everywhere, tons of pinks and reds. And again, they're doing such a good job at these like one color areas and really just like making every little area on their island feel completely different. It's exciting. You never know what you're going to see next. And I actually just love this. I would love to see a full island with like pink and red like this. It's so beyond cute. I actually feel a little bit inspired to do something like that, but I don't know if I could complete a full island like that. And then this even connects over here. Lots of cute little pink details on this beach. And we even have Apple like roaming around here. So I'm kind of obsessed. Before I get too much farther over there, let's see. We have a little rock garden. What have they not done on this island? I feel like that's a better question. Like everything is on this island and it's insane. This is their little peninsula area. I haven't seen these cutout standees being used in a while, so I'm liking that they're getting some love here, but a really cute little seating area with some painting. And if I come through this way, I think we have Nook's Cranny over here. And this definitely has a workshop vibe. They're putting all the gyroids to work. They're making some pottery. They're just going out and they're like little elves. They're doing so much work. And I think that's a really fun idea for Nooks, actually, if someone wants to copy that idea. And then over here we have more gyroids hanging out. Now they're doing some arts and crafts. Sherb is here too, hanging out. What a party it is on this side of the island. Oh my gosh, the Reese and Cyrus little like plate painting, I love. So beyond cute. This island just feels like a vacation. It definitely is just hitting all of the right activities that I'd want to do if I'm like exploring a new city or town. And I'm kind of just beyond obsessed. I'm going to continue through this way now because I think we missed some stuff up here. So this was this kind of little walkway area. I know that these like little pergolas, you can run through these. And I think it connects you up here to a kind of little like seating area. Looks like there's some cherry pie right by the cherry trees. Everything is so thoughtful. Like, come on, that is too good. And some great terraforming all throughout here as well, which should not go unnoticed because there's just so many great details. I'm trying to go a tad bit faster through just because we have so much to see, but this is definitely one of those islands that you can spend a ton of time on and really just take in all of the stunning details throughout. So back there was back over by the farm, and then over to the left here. I don't actually know if we came all the way over here to the left where we had all of these green like Turkey Day items, but again, great job at just like pulling all these colors together and making these really unique spaces on their island. I think we saw these houses from below, but it's another one of these really cute like dual villager like neighborhood areas, and they're kind of matching, like kind of complementing each other. This one feels really magical. Like, I don't know, it just is giving me some like Alice in Wonderland vibes. Maybe it's because of the teapot, but really just enjoying how kind of whimsical and fun this whole island is. And with that, I honestly think we've seen everything on this island. I definitely recommend checking this one out because there's so much to see, and I could have potentially missed tiny little areas here and there, but I just adore this. I can't wait to hear what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you want to see some more different islands like this one or any other themes that you want me to try to find and get some inspiration for. But with that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. Bye.